Alright, good day everyone. So welcome back to my YouTube channel, and it is Kasaligan Vlogs. And today we'll be talking about the circle, and this is analytic geometry. So the circle is a locus of a point moving on a plane in such a way that the distance from a fixed point remains constant. The fixed point is called the center of the circle, and the constant distance is the radius. Alright, so we have here the general equation of a circle. We have x squared plus y squared plus dx plus ey plus f is equal to 0. And standard forms, we have the center at hk and the center at the origin, which is x squared. Because if we're going to substitute here, when it is origin, plus y minus 0 squared is equal to r squared, the result is x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. So it's stated that the circle is a locus of a point moving in a plane in such a way the distance from a fixed will remain constant. Here, this is a locus of the point moving like this, moving. The fixed distance is called the center. The fixed point is called the center of the circle, and the constant distance from is the radius. So this is the radius in any form of this one. This is equal, okay, equal constant distance, which is r. So this is hk, which is the center. So the center is equal to hk, and the center of this one is 0, 0. Okay, so this is the general equation and the standard forms of the circle. So we have here the equation, the general form, x squared plus y squared plus dx plus ey plus f is equal to 0. How to find the center of the circle and the radius with the given equation, or the general equation. So there are two ways in finding by the use of the shortcut formula, and we have here the completing the square. So in the completing the square, we could be able to derive the shortcut formula in finding the center, the radius of the circle. So let's start have this. By completing the square, we have here x squared plus dx plus the unknown. Okay, we have to complete the square. Then plus y squared plus ey plus the unknown. And we have to move it to the right, we have negative f. So in completing the square, what we're going to add will be added also to the right side of the equation. How to complete the square? So we have here 1/2 of 1/2, okay, 1/2 of b and square. What is our b here? We have d, and what's our b here, which is e. So 1/2 of b squared, so 1/2 of d, then quantity is squared. So we have here 1/2 d squared. So what we're going to add here is 1/2 d, 1/4 d, 1/4 d squared. So d squared over 4, and we're going to add here is e squared over 4. So the same way process here in finding e squared over 4. And you are going to add here d squared over 4 plus e squared over 4. Okay, and after that one, we have to simplify. So we have x plus, okay, in a form of this standard form of equation of a circle, we have x plus d over 2, okay, over 2 squared plus y plus e over 2 quantity squared. And these are, if we're going to take this, so we could simplify or factor 1/4 here. So if we're going to factor 1/4, so we have here d squared plus e squared minus 4f. Okay, so this is, now if we're going to form this one, this is our x minus h squared plus y minus k squared, and this is our r squared. So now which is our x is the center, x here is negative d over 2. And our y is equal to, if we're going to equate it with 0, we have negative e over 2. And the radius is r. If we're going to take the square root of this part, so we have to square root this part here. The result of this one is 1/2 the square root of t squared plus e squared minus 4f. So therefore, in finding our h here, we have negative d over 2, and our k is equal to negative e over 2, and our radius is, we have 1/2 the square root of d squared plus e squared minus 4f. Okay, so these are the formula in finding the HK and the radius of the circle. So let's have example number 1. Find the center and the radius of the circle in the given equation: x squared plus y squared minus 4x minus 6y plus 4 is equal to 0. We have to solve it two ways. We have here by completing the square, and we have to check it by the formula that we have derived later, a while ago rather. Okay, so we have here, in completing the squares, the given equation is x squared plus y squared minus 4x minus 6y plus 4 is equal to 0. In completing the square, we have to arrange this: minus 4x plus the unknown here, then plus y squared minus 6y plus the unknown. And we have to move the constant, which is negative 4. So if we're going to take down 1/2 b squared here, so we have here negative 4. So we have here negative 4 over 2 squared. The result of this part is 2 squared, that is equal to 4, right? So this is 4, so we have to add it by 4 here. And negative 6 over 2, that is equal to 3 times squared, that is equal to 9. So we have to add it by 9. So by simplification, we have x minus 2, because this is minus and this is factorable by 2, we have squared plus y, get the sign negative and factor this part, we have 3 squared is equal to 9. So therefore, our h here is 2 and our k is 3, and our radius is 3 because the radius is always positive. Okay, so we have now the center, which is 2 and 3, and the radius of 3. Okay, so next we have here finding using the formula. H is equal to negative d over 2. So 1/2 d, or negative d over 2. What is our d here? So this is our d. Our d in this part is negative 4. Our e is equal to negative 6. Okay, so we have here an f is equal to 4. So by the formula, negative 4 over, okay, still we have negative, right? Negative 4, and this is negative, divided by 2, we have here 4 over 2, that is equal to 2, correct? And our k here is negative e over 2. So what is our e? Negative 6. So negative times negative 6 over 2, that is 6 over 2, that is equal to 3. And our radius is equal to 1/2 the square root of d squared plus e squared minus 4f. So r is equal to 1/2 the square root of d. What is our d? Negative 4 squared. Okay, negative 4 squared plus r is negative 6 squared minus 4 times, we have f is 4. So if we're going to calculate this part, our r here is 1/2 the square root of, we have 16 minus 36 plus 36 minus 16, So cancel this part. So RR here will move here. 1/2 of, so we have here 1/2 of square root of 36. So what is the square root of 36? We have 6 divided by 2, we have 3. Still the same process, okay? The same answer, rather. Same answer with different process, okay? So we have here completing the square and by the use of formula. So let's proceed now with number 2. This is number 2 rather. Okay, so find the center and the radius of the circle in the given equations. X squared plus y squared minus 10x plus 8y plus 41 is equal to 0. So first is by the use of completing the square. So we have here x squared, okay, minus 10x plus the unknown, and plus y squared plus 8y minus plus rather the unknown is equal to negative 41. We have to move it here, then plus the unknown. Okay, so negative 1/2 b squared. So we have to 1/2 of this one, negative 5 divided negative 5, then squared we have 25. So we have here 25 also. And 8 divided by 2 squared, that is 4, then squared we have 16. So there have 16 here. So if we're going to simplify x, copy the sign negative, and square root of this one is 5, then squared. Plus y, copy the sign plus, and we have 4, then squared is equal to, if we're going to total this one, the result of this part is negative 41 and 41, which is 0. So take note, we have here our h is equal to 5 and k is equal to negative 4 and then r is equal to 0. Take note of this sign. When r squared is greater than 0, this is what we call as the real circle. When r is equal to 0, that is a point circle or single point. Okay, a point circle or a single point. And we have here, if r is lesser than 0, when r squared is lesser than 0, no circle or null set. Okay, so we have to take note of this one. There are 3 categories. We have real circle, point or the single point, r squared, or no circle or null set. So in this kind of this part, so this is what we call as a point circle. Okay, so this is a point circle because the radius will not 0 ang kanyang radius. So therefore, this is a point circle. If we're going to graph this part, so look like this. This is a point circle. H. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And y is negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So h is x is equal to 5. So 5 and negative 4. So this is just a point circle. Okay. So by the use of the formula, we have here h is equal to negative d over 2 rather. So our d here in the equation is negative 10. Okay, still preceded by negative divided by 2, we have 5. And our k is equal to negative e over 2, which is negative e is 8. Negative 8 over 2, that is negative 4. And the radius is 1/2 the square root of d squared plus e squared minus 4f. If we're going to substitute here and using your calculator, our d squared is equal to negative 10 squared plus e squared, which is 8 squared minus 4 times f, which is 41, using the calculator. Okay, so calculator, still the result is r is equal to 0, which is the point circle. Okay, so take note of the 3 categories of a circle. So next we have here now in number 3, so find the standard and general form equation of a circle with the given condition. So we have here the center and the radius, which is equal to 3. Okay, so at this point, so we have here the center, which is equal to 3, and the radius center is equal to -2 and 3 to -2 and 6, and the radius is equal to 3. So by the use of this general form, we could find the equation of the circle in a standard and general form. So we have x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. So x is equal to x, and this is preceded by negative also. So this negative 2 squared, 2 squared rather, okay, 2 squared plus y minus, which is 6 squared, and the radius of 3, 3 squared. So therefore x plus 2 squared plus y minus 6 squared is equal to 9. So this is the standard form of equation of the circle. When we talk about general form, we have to expand this. So expanding, we have here x squared plus we have 4x plus 4 twice the product of this one square the last term plus y squared, okay, y squared minus 12y plus 36 is equal to 9. Okay, so we have here simplifying, so x squared then plus y squared plus 4x minus 12y plus 4 plus 36 minus 9 is equal to 0. So x squared plus y squared plus 4x minus 12y, and this is 40 minus 9 is equal to, okay, plus 31. 36, 40, 31. Okay, 31 is equal to 0. Okay, so this is the general form equation of a circle. By checking, okay, so we have here, we could have, by checking the equation, so we have our h is equal to negative d over 2. What is our d? So they have 4, negative 2, or 4 over 2, that's negative 2. So therefore our h is 2, and our k is negative e over 2. What is our e? Negative 12 over 2, and preceded by negative, okay, negative and negative. So this is 12 over 2, that is equal to 6. And the radius is equal to 1/2 the square root of d squared. What is our d? D is 4 squared minus plus we have e squared. Our e is equal to negative 12 squared minus 4 times our f, which is 31. So r is equal to 1/2 the square root of 16 plus, okay, 16 plus 12 squared, that is equal to 144. Okay, 144 minus 4 times 41, there is a 1 minus 124. Okay, so our r is 1/2 the square root of 144 minus 124, that is equal to 20 plus 16, that's equal to 36. So r is equal to square root of 36, that is 6, divided by 2, that is 3. So therefore, the equation is correct, and this is the general and the standard and the general form equation of a circle. Okay. So now we have shown here that the result is correct. Okay, try this at home. Reduce the equation to the center radius form and give the center and the radius. So we have here the two problems. And number two, find the set of values of k for which the given equation will represent a real circle. So thank you so much. I hope you learned something today, and please subscribe my channel for more videos to come. And please also try this if you want. Thank you once again. Good day.